The karaoke room pulsed with neon magenta and blue. Hiroto stood on stage, gripping the microphone, but no sound emerged.
It's dead, but I tested the mic before. Why isn't it working?
Look at him, can't even belt out one note. What a loser.
The microphone cable had been sliced clean through. The frayed wires glinted under the lights.
They cut it. This wasn't an accident. They set me up.
On Kazuki's phone, a video uploaded to the group chat. The caption, "What a loser." Already laughing emoji reactions flooded in. Earlier, when no one was watching, Kazuki had slipped backstage and snipped the cord.
I can't prove it. Everyone here hates me. I just have to endure.
Get off the stage. Mute button. Nobody wants to hear you anyway.
Hiroto stepped down, his face burning, the laughter of his coworkers echoing around him. Hiroto walked back to the booth, where his coworkers' laughter hadn't died down.
Look who's back. Did you go practice your silence? Maybe next time you'll break a record for quietest performance.
Kazuki, that's enough. It's not funny.
Keep your mouth shut, Ryo. Unless you want your own highlight reel next.
The three coworkers laughed harder, while Ryo looked away, guilt etched on his face.
Excuse me. I need to use the restroom.
In the restroom, Hiroto leaned on the sink, the neon buzz muffled. His reflection looked back, tired, humiliated.
I could walk out right now. Quit. Never face them again. But running away means they win forever. Number. I'll go back. I won't give them the pleasure of breaking me.
He pushed open the restroom door and walked back into the neon glow, head held just a little higher. The laughter was still there, but it seemed more forced. Hiroto slipped back into the booth, his presence barely noted amid the laughter. He pulled out his phone, hoping to escape for a moment.
Something's wrong. The group chat is exploding with notifications.
On the screen, the department chat displayed a pinned video of his silent performance. The caption, "The company mute," laughing emojis and taunting comments poured in. Across the booth, Kazuki caught Hiroto's eye and smirked, clearly waiting for a reaction.
Enjoying the viral moment, Hiroto. The entire department is having a laugh at your expense.
Kazuki, that's too far. You are going to cause real damage.
Keep your mouth shut, Ryo. Unless you want your own blooper reel circulating.
It's over. Everyone at work will see this. My career is finished before it even started.
The laughter swelled, the neon lights blurring into streaks. Hiroto forced a blank expression, but inside, he was shattering. What had started as a private humiliation was now public. He was trapped, with no way to stop the spread.
Hiroto, get back up there. We want an encore. Oh wait, you never actually started.
That other stage. The warmth of the lights, the faces watching in awe. But here, I am nothing but a target.
The others erupted, slamming the table in mock applause, their chant growing louder. Sing, sing.
Number. I am done being your punching bag tonight.
What's the matter, Hiroto? Afraid the mic will fail again? Or afraid your voice might actually come out and ruin the joke?
They'll never know. The gala, that secret belongs to me. I won't let them soil it.
The room fell into a tense silence. The laughter suddenly muted. Something had shifted. Then a click, unmistakable. The door handle turned. Every head in the room turned as the door crept inward, a sliver of warm hallway light cutting through the neon.
My heart pounded. Something told me this wasn't just a random drunk.
The door swung open, and the CEO strode in with two executives. The room's lights snapped on, washing out the neon excess. Silence crushed the air. The karaoke track choked into static. Every face turned pale.
Hiroto, I've been hoping to run into you. What a surprise to find you here.
The CEO knows my name? Why would he want to find me?
You are the same Hiroto from marketing, aren't you? I've been trying to track you down for weeks.
The room's temperature dropped. Kazuki's smirk froze on his face, his phone sliding from his grip.
Why is the CEO talking to that loser? This has to be a mistake.
Come, sit with me for a moment. I have something important to discuss with you.
The two executives exchanged glances, clearly aware of a significant piece of information no one else in the room possessed.
Important? With me? What could the CEO possibly want from a nobody like me?
Let's cut to the chase, Hiroto. You sang at the Foundation Gala last month, didn't you? I've been trying to identify that voice for months.
I am not sure what you mean, sir. There must be some mistake.
Nonsense. The moment I walked in, I felt that same baritone presence. It's you, I am sure of it.
He can't know, but he's so certain. If I deny it now, I'll be lying to the CEO.
Sing for me now, with a proper microphone. I want to hear that voice fill this room.
One of the executives swiftly handed Hiroto a new, fully functional microphone. The old, sabotaged one was discreetly removed. Kazuki and his clique sat frozen, their earlier mockery now a noose tightening around their necks.
Go on, Hiroto. Show these people the talent I've been searching for all year.
After tonight, there's no going back. My secret will be out. But maybe that's not such a bad thing.
Hiroto stepped onto the stage, his trembling hands gripping the microphone as the music began. Every eye fixed on him with anticipation. Hiroto drew a deep breath and let the first note escape, a rich baritone that cut through the karaoke static.
This feeling, it's the same as the gala. The stage is mine, no matter its size.
The room seemed to shrink. The melody wrapped around every listener, and for a moment, the earlier mockery vanished like smoke. Kazuki's grin shattered. His phone lay forgotten on the table as he stared, mouth agape. The CEO leaned forward, his eyes glistening. This was the voice he'd been chasing, now finally before him. Hiroto's voice swelled into a crescendo, each note more confident than the last. The room held its breath.
Why did I hide this? This is who I am. For once, I am not the office ghost. I am heard.
The three bullies in the booth looked like statues, their earlier laughter now a curse ringing in their ears. A single tear traced down the CEO's cheek. He mouthed the lyrics, lost in the music. The song was only half through, but the outcome was already decided. Hiroto was no longer the victim. As the last note faded, a perfect stillness claimed the room. No one moved. No one moved. No one dared. Then the CEO rose, his hands meeting in a solitary, resounding clap that cracked the silence.
Magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. That was the voice I've been searching for.
The other executives joined in, their claps echoing. But the booth remained a graveyard of dropped jaws and pale faces. Hiroto opened his eyes, gasping as the wave of sound washed over him. He was no longer invisible. From the corner of his eye, he saw Kazuki's phone still dark, the earlier video now a monument to a miscalculation. The CEO strode forward, tears still on his cheeks, and grasped Hiroto's hand.
I knew it. You were the mystery baritone all along. This company owes you a debt.
Hiroto could only bow, overwhelmed, his voice stolen by shock and a strange, budding pride. In the booth, Kazuki slowly sank into his seat, the weight of his actions pressing down like an iron lid. The CEO reached into his suit jacket and withdrew a platinum award certificate. It caught the neon light, casting glints across the room.
This award has been waiting for its rightful recipient. I want you to have it, Hiroto. You've earned it.
A platinum award. But that's the company's highest honor. Why would he give it to me?
The CEO pressed the certificate into Hiroto's trembling hands, his grip warm and steady. The contrast to the earlier cruelty was staggering. In the booth, the three coworkers couldn't lift their eyes from the floor. Their laughter had fossilized into a shame they could taste.
This is a nightmare. That nobody is being worshipped while we look like fools. How did he pull this off?
You've brought honor to our galas for years, even anonymously. This recognition is long overdue.
Thank you, sir. I never expected. I only sang because it felt right. I didn't do it for recognition.
A heavy silence claimed the room as the CEO beamed. In the booth, 3 figures looked as though they'd swallowed broken glass. The award rested in Hiroto's grip, a physical testament to the talent they had tried to erase. It gleamed, defiant under the neon lights.
Hiroto, let's find a quieter corner. There's much to discuss about your future with our galas.
He's separating me from the group. This is more than just praise. It's an invitation into a new world.
The CEO gestured toward a secluded booth, and the 2 executives discreetly engaged the other guests in conversation. In the booth, Kazuki's hands trembled. He leaned in to whisper fiercely to his 2 companions.
He can't know about the mic. If that video surfaces, we're finished. Stay quiet.
Ryo sat apart, his phone clutched in both hands. The screen was dark, but the guilt was a living thing inside him.
I can't keep quiet forever. If the CEO finds out from someone else, I'll be as guilty as Kazuki.
Across the room, the CEO leaned in, speaking low as Hiroto sat stiffly, still processing the evening's turn. The main room was quieter now. The karaoke machine had been unplugged. The aftermath crackled with unspoken threats. 3 figures in the booth could only watch as their social currency evaporated. The night was far from over. The CEO's handshake was firm, his parting words a promise. Then he and his executives swept out, leaving the room in charged silence.
Hiroto, wait. There's something I need to show you. Something about tonight.
What does he want? After everything, he's the last person I expected to come clean.
I can't keep quiet anymore. This is the video that Kazuki made me record, of when he cut the mic.
The screen glowed with undeniable proof. Kazuki snipping the cord, the mocking commentary, the upload to the group chat.
This is it. The evidence I couldn't gather. Every frame proves their cruelty.
I was pressured, but that's no excuse. I'll testify if you want to take this to the CEO.
Why are you telling me now? You could have stayed silent and let it blow over.
Because I can't live with myself, and you deserve justice. I am sorry, Hiroto.
The weight of the evidence settled in Hiroto's palm. The power to destroy his tormentors was now literally in his hands.
I won't confront them here. The real battle is in the boardroom, not the karaoke bar.
He opened the messaging app and scrolled to the CEO's contact. His fingers paused, then began to type. The message read, CEO, I need to discuss something important about the karaoke night. There's more to what happened. In a quiet home office, the CEO's phone buzzed. He set down his tea and read the preview. CEO replied, I suspected as much. Come to my office at 9 a.m. tomorrow. I'll make time.
He was waiting for me to speak. Tomorrow, I'll finally say everything.
Hiroto typed a brief acknowledgement, then slid the phone into his pocket.
Kazuki will never see this coming. But this isn't about revenge. It's about ending the silence.
The karaoke night was over. The real confrontation was only hours away. Hiroto walked out into the night, the Platinum Award in his bag, the video evidence in his phone, and a newfound resolve in his heart. Hiroto stood before the CEO's door, the morning light casting long shadows. He adjusted his tie and knocked.
Come in, Hiroto. Thank you for being on time. Please have a seat.
His tone is calm, but I can't read his eyes. This is the moment of truth.
Without a word, Hiroto unlocked his phone and placed it on the desk. The sabotage video began to play. The CEO leaned forward, his expression shifting from curiosity to cold, hard anger. His jaw set like stone.
Who did this? I want every name, Hiroto. No one who acts this way works in my company.
It was Kazuki, Daichi, and Naoki. They cut the mic cord and posted the video. I have proof.
The CEO stood up, his presence filling the room. He walked to the window, then turned sharply.
They will regret this. I'll have HR draft the transfer orders by lunch. Consider it handled.
Hiroto let out a breath. he didn't know he'd been holding. The long-buried truth was finally out. The CEO pressed the intercom. Moments later, Kazuki, Daichi, and Naoki filed in, their smugness evaporating at the sight of Hiroto.
Sit down. I want you to watch something. Then we'll talk.
He placed a tablet before them. The screen lit up with the sabotage, Kazuki cutting the cord, the mocking voice, the post in the group chat.
That's taken out of context. It was just a joke. We were all just having fun.
Sabotaging a colleague and spreading humiliation across the company is not a joke. It's harassment.
I didn't cut it. Someone else must have. I was just filming what I saw.
The CEO let the video loop again, staring Kazuki down. Daichi and Naoki sank lower into their chairs.
I've seen enough to act, but I want to understand the full picture. His gaze shifted to Hiroto.
All eyes landed on Hiroto. He had been silent until now, but the weight of the moment pressed for something more. Hiroto took a step forward. This was the moment to lay bare the months of quiet suffering, or let the silence win.
This wasn't the first time. For months, they've sidelined me, mocked my work, and now this. I tried to endure, but tonight they crossed a line. At team meetings, they'd ignore my suggestions. Once, they deleted a report I'd worked on for a week and blamed me. I have no proof of that, but I know.
He's exaggerating. None of that happened. He's just trying to make us look bad because of the mic.
Quiet. I didn't give you permission to speak. Continue, Hiroto.
I just want to do my job in peace. I never asked for recognition, but I can't keep pretending this is normal.
The CEO's expression remained unreadable, but the air in the room had thickened with finality. He looked at the three accused. Daichi and Naoki seemed to shrink, their earlier arrogance gone. Kazuki was the last to hold his defiant posture.
Your actions have consequences. I've heard enough. Hiroto, thank you for your honesty. Please wait outside.
I said my piece. Whatever happens now, I couldn't have hidden it any longer.
The door clicked shut behind him. Inside, the CEO's voice dropped to a low, dangerous register. The reckoning was at hand.
Effective immediately. The three of you are being transferred to remote branches. Your actions have consequences.
You can't do this. I've been here for years. I'll take this to the board.
I can and I am. Consider this your final notice. The transfer orders are already signed.
Daichi and Naoki turned ashen, their faces mirroring pure dread. Kazuki's hands trembled as he snatched up the document.
A dead-end branch? You are burying my career. Just because of that, nobody's karaoke stunt.
You ruined your own career. I am merely cleaning house. Security will escort you out today.
The door opened. Hiroto stood in the hallway, having heard the final verdict. His expression was calm, yet deeply exhausted. As the three were led out, Daichi and Naoki averted their eyes, but Kazuki stopped inches from Hiroto.
This isn't over. You'll regret crossing me.
Hiroto didn't flinch. He simply watched as they disappeared down the corridor, the silence after them speaking louder than any retort. The hallway fell quiet. Hiroto stood alone, the weight of the past hours lifting slightly from his shoulders. The CEO emerged, his expression softening. He placed a steady hand on Hiroto's shoulder.
You did the right thing. I am sorry you had to endure this alone for so long.
Thank you for listening. I didn't think anyone would ever know the truth.
It's my job to know. Now go home, get some rest. You deserve a fresh start.
Hiroto gave a small bow and walked toward the elevator. For the first time in months, his stride felt purposeful. In the office, the three former employees were held in a conference room, the transfer paperwork being finalized.
This is all your fault. If you hadn't stood there smirking while I cut the cord, we'd be fine.
The argument was bitter, voices rising, but the building absorbed their venom without sympathy. Meanwhile, Hiroto stepped into the sunlight outside the company building. The air tasted different. A week later, the office pulsed with hushed conversations. The empty desks were impossible to ignore. Kazuki packed personal items into a cardboard box, his movements sharp with fury. An HR representative stood nearby.
That nobody stole my career. I'll be back. They'll regret this.
Daichi and Naoki were escorted out without a word. Their heads bowed as they passed their former colleagues. Later, a transfer notice circulated. They had been sent to branches so remote they might as well have been exiled.
My heart feels light for the first time in months. They're finally gone.
A new email notification chimed. The subject line made his breath catch. The email read, "We are pleased to promote you to the Culture and Events Committee. Your contributions are valued."
The CEO kept his word. Not just justice, an opportunity. For the first time, I belong.
The bullies were gone. Hiroto was no longer invisible. He was essential. Later that morning, the CEO summoned Hiroto to his office. The familiar scent of leather and old books felt welcoming now.
Hiroto, your voice doesn't just belong on a karaoke stage, it belongs on our gala stage, always. Will you be the permanent headline vocalist for every future Foundation gala? It would honor us all.
This is the moment my secret hobby becomes my identity. No more hiding. It would be my greatest honor, sir. I never thought my voice could mean so much.
It always did. We were just slow to see it. Thank you for trusting me with the truth.
The CEO picked up a small velvet box, revealing a commemorative pin bearing the company crest intertwined with a music note.
Wear this at the next gala. It designates you as a cultural ambassador for our company. You've earned it.
A new framed photograph sat on the CEO's desk, a placeholder image of the next gala stage, with Hiroto's name neatly printed beneath. Hiroto touched the frame, his reflection mingling with the future image. The gala was only weeks away, and this time he wouldn't be anonymous. The gala hall gleamed with chandeliers. The CEO sat in the front row, anticipation on his face. Hiroto stepped onto the stage, his tuxedo crisp, the music note pin over his heart. The orchestra hushed, his voice rose, a baritone that commanded the hall. Every eye was on him. In the front row, the CEO's eyes shimmered. His hands rested on his knees, trembling slightly.
This is where I belong. Not in a karaoke booth, but here, under the real lights.
The song built to its climax, and Hiroto poured every ounce of his soul into the final note. The last note hung in the air, silence. Then the storm of applause. A standing ovation. Every guest rose, clapping, shouting his name. The CEO stood too, tears streaming, clapping fiercely. He mouthed, "My star singer." Hiroto bowed, a bouquet in hand, and met the CEO's gaze. The past had been silenced. At the gala after-party, colleagues mingled with champagne glasses. Ryo lingered at the edge, clutching his untouched drink.
Hiroto, can we talk? I've been wanting to properly apologize for everything.
Ryo, you already did the bravest thing when it mattered. That took courage.
I still feel terrible. I was weak. I wish I'd spoken up sooner.
You did the right thing in the end. That's what counts. Let's focus on moving forward. Actually, I could use help organizing the next gala. Want to assist me with the culture committee?
You'd trust me after everything?
Everyone deserves a second chance. Besides, we need good people.
Ryo's face broke into a relieved smile, and they shook hands firmly. A new collaboration was born. Across the room, other colleagues watched with newfound respect. Hiroto had turned his pain into a bridge. Later, as the gala's echoes faded, the CEO's office held its own quiet. Floor-to-ceiling windows revealed a sprawling sea of city lights.
Come, stand with me, Hiroto. There's something about this view that makes reflection easy.
Hiroto stepped closer, standing beside the man who had become more than a boss, a mentor.
You've come a long way, Hiroto. From that karaoke room to tonight's ovation, it's been a remarkable journey.
I never imagined this. For months, I felt invisible. Now, I understand what it means to belong. His faith in me rebuilt something I thought was broken forever.
You earned every bit of it. Never doubt your worth again.
They shared a quiet smile, the weight of the past dissolving into the night. Beyond the glass, the city sparkled, a million lights, each a story, and now Hiroto's story had begun anew. And as the night wrapped around them, Hiroto knew, with quiet certainty, that he was exactly where he was meant to be.